Let's open our Bibles back again
让我们圣经再翻回
to Ezekiel 36.
以西结36章。
In verse 26,
26节，
we learned that God is going to change the heart of a man.
我们学到神要改变人的心，
This is the thing that I so want you to understand.
这是我愿意你明白的。
Christianity is not just about a bunch of rules.
基督教不仅仅是一大堆教条教规而已，
It's not only about a set of precepts that we follow.
不是一大堆条条框框我们必须要遵守的教规教义而已，
It is about a new life
而是有关一个新生命，
that is created in the person.
是在一个主里面新造的生命。
The person is given a new heart.
这个人，神给了他一个新的心。
Now, before we can understand the fullness of this new heart,
我们能够明白这个新心之前，
let's just look at the reality of humanity.
我们先来看看人类的真实境况。
What is the reason for evil in the world?
为什么世界上有那么多的罪恶？
We cannot merely blame it on society.
我们不能够只怪罪于社会，
We can't blame it on governments.
我们也不能怪罪于政府。
Why is that?
为什么？
Because all of those are constituted of individual humans.
不管是社会还是政府，都是个人来组成的。
The problem lies within man himself.
问题的根源是人自己本身。
Even the secular philosophers of long ago
甚至这世界上的很久以前的哲学家，
struggled with the fact of evil.
也因着罪恶而挣扎。
Some people try to even deny its existence.
有一些哲学家否定罪恶的罪孽的存在，
But we know that is absurd.
我们觉得这是不可理喻的。
There is an evil in the world.
这世界上有罪孽，
From where does it come?
这罪孽的根源何在？
It comes from the heart of a man,
是从人心而发出的，
from the heart of all men.
所有人类的心发
The
出来。
Bible explains it this way,
圣经这么解释：
that we are a fallen people,
我们是一个堕落的人类，
and our hearts are corrupt.
我们的心已经腐败了。
Instead of being centered upon God,
我们不再集中在神身上，
they are centered upon self.
我们成了自我中心。
Why are there wars?
为什么有征战？
Because men desire that their own, not just their own needs, but their own desires be fulfilled.
人不仅仅是自己的需要，而是自己的欲望要得到满足。
Individuals care for themselves.
个人只顾自己，
They want to promote their own good,
他们要寻求自己个人的利
even
益，
at the expense of others.
甚至踩在别人头上。
Just look at the newspaper
你看看
today.
今天的报纸，
Look at the television.
看看电视，
Read history.
你看看历史有什
What
么？
do you see?
你看到什么？
A history of horrible evil.
人类的可怕的罪孽的历史。
We can now send a man to the moon.
我们现在可以登陆月球了。
We have advanced in computer technology beyond our wildest dreams.
我们的电脑科技已经超越人类任何的想象。
But does man get any better?
但是人类的本性有没有变好？
Does society get any safer?
社会是不是更安全了呢？
Has genocide been removed?
这些杀人的事情有没有谋杀被除掉了呢？
No.
没有。
Every day, thousands of people dying in wars.
每天成千上万的人在征战中死掉。
Since abortion was legalized in this country,
自从堕胎在美国合法化，
over 50 million babies have been slaughtered.
500万的婴孩都被干掉了。
One man said this,
有一个人说，
if there is a time where there is no fighting,
如果有一段时间我们不再打仗了，
it does not mean there is peace.
这不见得是有平安和平，
It just means everybody's reloading their guns.
只是每个人都在装子弹而已。
That's the truth.
这是真理啊，真是这样。
We see conflicts within ourselves.
我们看我们自己里头在挣扎。
Conflicts within our closest relationships.
跟我们最亲近的家人关系也有挣扎。
We are self-centered.
我们自私自利。
Self-absorbed.
自我中心。
We love self.
我们爱我们自己。
We love pleasure.
我们喜欢宴乐。
We want and do not have.
我们想要但是得不到，妄
And so
求。
we kill and we take.
所以我们杀，我们抢。
And do not think that you're separated from this.
不要认为你跟这些事情没关系。
The Bible says all of us are guilty.
圣经说每个人都有份。
One time a young man asked me,
有一次，一个年轻人问我
he said, "Do you think that I'm just as bad as Hitler?"
你认为我跟希特勒一样坏吗？
I said, "The possibility is there."
我说你有潜能。
And he said, "But I haven't done the things that Hitler did."
他说我没有干希特勒所干的坏事儿，
And I said, "And you don't have, because you don't have the power to do it."
因为你没有希特勒的权柄去做。
Christianity is not just about taking a person like this and making them follow new rules.
基督教不是把一个人像这个罪恶的人，让他遵行一些条条框框、教规教义，
But it is about God transforming the life of a person
而是神把人心改变了，
so that their very desires are changed.
所以他们的欲望改变了。
Let me give you an
让我给
illustration.
你一个例子，
Let's say that I have some sheep
我们譬如我有一些羊，
and a wolf keeps coming and eating the sheep.
狼不断的进来吃小羊，
How do I solve the
我
problem?
怎么解决问题呢？
Well, there's 3 ways.
有3个办法。
First of all, I can go out with a gun and kill the wolf.
我可以拿把枪把这些狼都干掉，
That solves the problem for the sheep,
这个为羊解决了问题，
but it doesn't solve the problem for the wolf.
但是不解决狼的问题。
He's dead.
狼死掉了，
Or I can capture the wolf
或者我可以抓住这些狼，
and I can put him in a cage.
把它们关在笼子里，
That solves the problem for the sheep,
这也把羊的问题解决了，
but it doesn't solve the problem for the wolf.
但是还是不解决
He's,
狼的问题。
he's still a wolf.
它还是狼，
He still wants to eat sheep.
它还是本性难移，要吃羊。
If that door opens up,
如果那个笼子门开了，
he's going to run straight for the sheep.
它又会出来要去吃小羊
If。I keep the door closed,
如果把门关住，
he is going to be miserable
它在笼子里头走来走去，非常痛苦，
because he has all these desires to kill
因为它要压制它的欲望，
and he cannot fulfill them.
它不能够满足它自己的欲
The
望。
third option
好，
is
第
this.
3个选择是：
If I had the power to change the wolf into a sheep,
如果我有能力把狼变成羊，
then I've solved everyone's problem.
我就把所有的问题解决了，
The sheep's problem
羊的问题解决了，
and the wolf's problem.
狼的问题也解决了。
Christianity is not about putting wicked people in a cage
基督教不是把这些有罪的人放在笼子里，
and making them do something they don't want to do.
叫他们做一些他们不愿意干的事儿，
It's about a new life
而是一个新生命，
that comes from God
从神而来的生命，
through the person of Jesus Christ.
借着耶稣基督而来的，
Through his death on the cross,
借着他十字架上死，
he made it possible for us to be reconciled to God.
他使我们可能与父和好，
But he also sends forth his Spirit.
他也把他的灵差遣。
All who believe in him, he has changed their heart
叫一切相信他的人，他叫他们的心可以改变，
so that they can walk in a new life.
好叫他们在新的生活中生活。
And that new life is marked by 2 primary commands.
这个新生命是有2个命令，2个特征：
To love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength.
第一，尽心尽意尽心爱主你的神；
And to love your neighbor as yourself.
第2，爱人如己。
And to find the freedom of that new life.
在那个新生命里头找到自由释放。
There's a story about a Chinese farmer.
有一个有关中国农夫的故事，
And he became a Christian.
他成了个基督徒，
And because of it, his neighbor hated him.
因此他的邻舍都恨他。
Every morning, the farmer would get up
每天早上，这个农民会起
and
床，
he would pedal on this bicycle that would pump water into his rice field.
他会骑着脚踏车，然后把水灌到他的田里头，
And he'd fill up his field.
然后他就把他的田充满了水，
He'd go back to his house.
然后他就回到家里，
His neighbor would come and open up the gate and steal all his water.
他的邻舍呢会把那个水门打开，把他的水全部偷走。
And he kept praying about what to do.
他就向神祷告，我该怎么办？
And he thought he was being very Christian.
他认为他自己很像耶稣了，很像基督徒了。
Because he didn't go yell at his neighbor.
因为他没有到他邻居的门口去喊叫。
He would pump water into his field.
他就再一次把水吸上来。
Every day the neighbor would steal the water.
每一天他的邻舍都把水偷走。
And so he'd have to go back and pump water in his field.
他又回去，又一次要吸水，要灌水灌溉。
One day when he was praying.
有一天当他祷告的时候
The Lord showed him the answer.
神就给他一个答案。
So he got up that morning.
所以那天早上他起来
And he went to his neighbor's field.
他到他邻舍的
And
田
he
里。
first pumped all the water for his neighbor.
他首先呢，把水都灌满了他邻舍的田。
And then he went back to his field
然
and
后
pumped his
他又
own.
回到自己的田里，把自己的田也灌溉了。
His neighbor was so ashamed
他的邻居真是不好意思了，
that he came and apologized.
就来向他道歉。
What is the rule?
是什么规矩呢？
Love.
爱的律法。
Christians are known by their love for God,
基督徒是因着他们爱神而被人知，
their love for their brothers,
爱弟兄姊妹，
and their love for their enemies.
甚至爱仇敌。
So that includes about everybody, doesn't it?
所以爱几乎所有的人。
God gives us a new heart.
神给了我们一颗新的心，
He makes us into new creatures.
他使我们成为新造的人。
Let me give you an illustration.
让我给你一个例子，
Please don't be offended.
不要生气啊！
I'm from the farm, so
我是从农村来的，
I'm not very sophisticated.
所以我不是个很程式化的人。
Let's imagine that there is a pig in the back of the church.
我们想象啊，在这个教会后面有一只猪，
A great, big, fat, ugly pig.
有又丑又肥又大的大猪。
And on this side of the pulpit, I put well, I'm going to put it on this side. 'cause
讲
you're
台的
over
这一边，
here. On this side of the pulpit, I put a big barrel of garbage.
我放了一大桶的垃圾，
Just garbage.
就是垃圾。
And on this side,
那边呢，
I put the finest Cantonese food in the world.
我把世界最美好的广东菜放在这儿。
And then I say, let the pig go.
我说让猪得自由，任意妄行。
Where's the pig going to go?
猪会往哪儿去？
It's going to go right here
到垃圾桶来，
to the garbage.
到垃圾。
Why is he going to do that?
为什么他会那么做？
Because he's a
因
pig.
为他是猪，
That's what pigs do.
这是猪的本性，
He loves garbage.
他喜欢垃圾，
He's going to run up here.
他会跑到这儿
He's
来，
going to stick his head in that garbage.
一头栽进去，
He's going to eat and eat and eat.
他会吃，
He's going to be so happy his little tail's going to be wiggling.
他会很快乐，那个猪尾巴一直摇，
And he's not going to be ashamed at all.
而且他不会引以为耻，
He's a pig.
因为他是猪，
He has the nature of a pig.
他有猪的本性，
He has the affections of a pig.
他有猪的情感。
Now let's say
那我们现在说，
that in 1 second,
1秒钟之内，
I have the power to transform him into a man.
我有能力把猪变成人，
And I do it.
变人了，
What's going to happen?
会发生什么事？
The first thing he's going to do is he's going to pull his head out of that bucket.
第一件事情，他会把他的头从垃圾桶里头伸出来，
He's going to be disgusted by what he sees and smells.
他会因着他所闻到的、所看到的而恶心。
The food that was in him, he's going to throw up.
他吃的那个食物，他会吐出来，
Because there are things that a pig can eat that a man's stomach cannot bear.
因为猪能吃的东西，人的胃不能够忍受。
He's going to try to get as far away from that bucket as he can.
他会离开那个垃圾桶越远越可能。
And when he turns around and sees you,
当他转过来看到你，
he's going to be ashamed.
他会脸红，猪脸红，人眼。这 red。
I just described what happens when a person becomes a Christian.
我刚刚形容一个人变成基督徒会发生什么事情。
Men love sin.
人喜欢罪孽，
They're not ashamed of their sin.
而且他们不引以为耻。
The Bible says we drink down sin like it was water.
神说，圣经说我们喝罪孽就像喝水一样，如鱼得水。
God does not just tell us to leave it.
神不是叫我们离开罪孽而已，
He transforms our heart.
他把我们的心改变，
He makes us into new
他
creatures.
使我们成为新造的人。
And as new creatures, we have new affections.
有新造的人有新的情感，新的喜好。
What we once loved, we now hate.
我们从前爱的，现在恨；
What we once hated, we now love.
我们从前恨的，现在爱。
That's what it means, the new birth.
这就是重生的意义。
When I was a young man,
当我年轻的时候，
I studied very hard in the university,
我在大学很用功读书，
but I stayed drunk most of the time.
但是大半时间我在醉酒当中。
I made really good grades,
我的成绩很棒，
but I don't even know how.
但我不知道怎么得来的。
And I did a lot of horrible things.
我做了很多可怕的事，
I only cared about me,
我只关心我自己，
money,
钱，
my cars,
我的车，
my clothing,
我的衣服，
my reputation on campus.
我在校园上的名誉，
Didn't care who I hurt.
我不管我伤害任何人。
And sometimes I would do things so bad
有时候我会做一些很可怕的事，
that I would come home at night and say,
我
I'm
会
ashamed.
三更半夜回家，我会说：“哎呀，我好羞耻，
I acted like a fool.
我像一个愚昧的人一样生活。
I'm never going to do that again.
我以后不做这样的事。
But then the next day, ”
那第二天早上，
my friends would call me
我的朋友给我打电话
and，I would just go again.
我又再一次重蹈覆辙。
Even when I wanted to change, I couldn't.
甚至我想改都改不了。
One day, someone told me about Jesus
那有一
Christ.
天，有人告诉我耶稣基督，
I didn't really even believe in God.
我连上帝存在我都不信啊！
I laughed at him.
我笑话他，讥诮他。
But I began to realize my life is empty.
但是我开始认识到，我的生命是虚空的。
My family had the American dream,
我的家也有美国梦啊，家庭，
but I was empty.
但是我是空虚无聊的。
I remember thinking back when I was 17 years old.
我记得当我17岁的时候，
My father and I were working with our horses,
我跟我爸爸一起在料理我们的马，
and we were building a fence.
我们在盖那个马的 fence 围墙。
My father was very intelligent
我爸爸很聪明，
and very strong man,
非常强壮，
and I admired him.
我非常仰慕他。
But I heard him scream,
我听到他叫一声，
and I ran and I caught him.
我跑去把他抱
And
住，
we fell to the ground,
我们一起倒在地上，
and he was dead.
他就死了。
He had a heart attack.
他心脏病
And
爆发死了。
I realized something that day.
那天我突然意识到，
It doesn't matter if you're really, really smart.
不管你多聪明，
You're going to die.
你还是要死。
It doesn't matter if you come to this country and really prosper.
就算你来到这个国家，真正的兴旺起来，
You're going to die.
你还是要死。
It doesn't matter even if you fall in love.
没有关系，就算你谈恋爱，坠入爱河了，
And you have a beautiful family.
你有一个美好的家庭，
You're going to die.
你还是要死。
And that just drove me crazy.
这样的想法叫我活不下去，要疯了。
Every time that I was entertaining myself,
每一次我想自娱一下，自己娱乐一下，
I would realize it's going to end at 3 o'clock in the morning.
我在想到了3点钟就会，凌晨3点就会结束。
Every time I would buy something new,
每一次我买一些新东西，
I knew it was soon going to be old.
我知道这个新的会变旧的，
That's what you must see.
这是你需要看见的。
And just go look at all the other religions.
你看看所有其他的宗教，
They offer you nothing.
他们什么都不能给你，
A few silly principles
就几个愚昧的什么教条、教框、教理，
that contradict one another.
彼此矛盾的教条、规矩。
Or look at the philosophy of America.
你看看美国的哲学，
Just be happy.
快乐吧，及时行乐，
Forget about all the really serious issues of life.
忘记生命这些重要的、严肃的课题，忘记。
Entertain yourself to death.
今朝有酒今朝醉，直到死掉。
Chase after money.
抓钱，
Christianity says no.
基督教说不，
You were made by God.
神造了你，
You have broken His law.
你触犯了他的律法。
And He is a just and good God.
他是一位美善的、公义的上帝。
He has not only given you the Bible,
他不仅给了你圣经，
but even those who do not have the Bible.
甚至那没有圣经的人，
He has written His law on their hearts,
他把他的律法刻在他们的心板上，
and their conscience tells them when they're doing wrong and doing right.
他们良心告诉他们做的对，做的错。
We know we are guilty.
我们知道我们有罪，
We know God is righteous.
我们知道神是公义的。
On the day of judgment, you will not be able to stand before Him.
审判的日子，你在他面前站立不住，
You will not.
你站不住，
You couldn't even stand before us right now.
你站在我人的面前都站不住。
As I always say, you have thought things that are so bad
我常常说，你想的事情是那么可恶，那么坏，
that you can't share them with us right now.
你现在跟我们大家分享，你都不敢。
And we're just like you.
我们跟你一样，
So how will you be able to stand before a perfectly righteous God?
你怎么能够站在那位完全公义正直的神面前呢？
You won't be able to.
你站立不住，
It's impossible.
不可能。
But God has done something.
但是神做了一件奇事，
God is the only one who has the right to judge you, and He will.
他是那唯一有权柄审判人的主，他也会审判
But
是的
this。judge also loves you.
但这一位审判官也爱你，
And He became a man.
他成为一个人，
And He lived a perfect life.
他活着一个完全正直公义的生活。
He taught a lot of things.
他教我们很多东西，
But He did not come here primarily to teach.
但他来的主要目的不是教训我们，
He came here to do something no other so-called prophet ever thought about.
他所做的事情没有其他的所谓的先知想象过的事情。
God became a man not to just teach you a few principles.
神变成人，不是来教导你几个原则而已，
He came to pay for your crimes against Him.
他来为你的罪抵挡他的罪，偿还了罪债。
If God is a righteous God,
如果神是一位公义的神，
He must punish the wicked.
他必须审判罪
He
人，
cannot simply turn away from sin.
他不能够扭头睁只眼闭只眼算了。
All of us have sinned.
我们都犯了罪，
He must punish
他
us.
必须审判我们。
But He became a
但
man.
是他成为一个人，
And on the cross,
在十字架上，
He carried our sin.
他担当了我们的罪。
Sir, He carried every sin you've ever committed.
先生，你犯的任何罪，他都担当了。
Every wrong thing that you have ever done that eats at your conscience.
所有你做错事，你心里头有愧的事情，
He took it upon Himself.
他完全担当了。
And all the punishment that you deserve from God,
你配从神得到的审判，
He suffered in your place.
他为你受罚，
He paid the price for your crimes against God.
他为你的罪抵挡神的罪受刑罚。
And now all can come back to God,
现在我们都可以回到神面前，
not based upon their own virtue or their own merit,
不是靠他们自己的行为、自己的善行、自己的美善，
but by trusting in what God has done for them,
唯独信赖神为他们所做，
by accepting His salvation as a gift.
唯独靠着接受着救恩的礼物。
It's an old story
有一个古老的故
about
事，
two little boys that are raised on a farm,
有两个小男孩在农村长大，农场长
and
大，
they're the best friends.
他们两个是好朋
Love each
友，
other very much.
他们是拜把兄弟。
One grows up and becomes a very well-known judge,
有一个长大了，成一个有名的审判官、法官，
and he is known as perfectly righteous.
他是完全公义正直的。
The other continues on as a farmer.
另外一个继续做农民。
But one day the farmer
有一天，这个农民
kills a man
杀了个人，
and becomes a murderer.
成了一个凶手，
And so he's captured.
他被抓了。
And everyone in the town begins to talk.
城里的所有的人都在议论纷纷，
What will the judge do?
这个法官会怎么做
If
决
he
定？
is a righteous judge,
如果他是个公义的法官，
he must condemn his friend to death.
他必须定他朋友有罪，判他死刑。
But if he loves his friend,
但如果他爱他的朋友，
how can he condemn him to death?
他怎么能够定他有罪，判他死刑呢？
And so the day of the court comes,
所以那一天审判大日临到
and，the whole village is in the courtroom.
整个村子都来到了法庭。
What will the judge do?
法官会干什么呢？
And so the judge looks down upon his friend
这法官盯着他的朋友，
that he loved very much,
他非常爱他的朋友。
and he said, "You have committed murder.
他说：“你凶杀了，
I condemn you to death."
我定你有罪，判你死刑。
And everyone in the courtroom says this.
每个人在这个法庭上的人都说
Well, the judge proved to be righteous.
这个法官很公义，
But he's not loving.
但是他没爱心。
But then the judge stood up,
然后法官就站起来，
took off his robe,
把他的法官的袍子脱下来，
took the place of his friend,
代替他朋友站在那个地方，
and died for him.
为他而死。
The same God who condemns all of humanity
那一位审判全人类的法官，同一位神，
We have broken his law.
我们触犯了他的
We
律
have
法，
sinned against him.
我们得罪了他，
We have sinned against each other.
我们彼此得罪。
He makes a way for us to be saved.
他开了一条出路，好像我们可以得救。
He is the only one who has the right to judge.
只有他有这个权柄来审判世人。
But the judge dies in the place of the criminals.
但是这位法官为罪犯而死，
That is why when Jesus was on the cross,
所以耶稣在十字架上的时候，
right before he died,
在他死之前，
he said, "It is finished."
他说成了。
The phrase literally is a commercial term.
这个是一个商业用词，意思
It means paid in full.
意思是债还清了。
How can we be saved?
我们怎么能得救呢？
By acknowledging that we cannot save ourselves,
承认我们救不了自己，
by putting away every hope in our own works,
一切我们自救的盼望我们都放弃，
and by trusting in Christ.
唯独信靠基督，
Trust in what God's Son did for us on that tree.
信靠神的儿子在十字架上为我们所成了的救赎。
And if we believe in Him,
如果我们信靠他，
something else miraculous has also happened.
有一件奇妙的事情也会发生，
He gives us a new
他
heart
会给我们一颗新的心，
that is guided by love for God and love for men.
这个心会爱神也爱人，
And then He begins to work in our lives
然后他会在我们生命中动工。
throughout all the years of our Christian
我
life
们一辈子的基督徒的生命，他会动工，
to transform us
改变我们，
into the image of His Son.
使我们效法他儿子的形象。
That is Christianity.
这是基督教，
We are loved
我们被爱，
unconditionally
无条件的被爱，
because of what God has done for us.
因为神为我们成了的事。
And by His power, He makes us into new creatures.
借着他的大能，他使我们成为新造的人。
In verse 27,
27节，
He says, I will put my spirit within you
我必将我的灵放在你们里面，
and cause you to walk in my
使你
statutes,
们顺从我的律例，
and you will be careful to observe my ordinances.
谨守遵行我的典章。
Now He says, I will cause you to walk in my statutes.
然后我必使你们顺从我的律例。
This can be translated, I will make you do it.
这个可以这么翻，我会叫你这么做。
Now it's very important to maintain a balance here.
这里要保持平衡很重要。
First of all, God can make His children do what He wants them
首
to
先
do.，
神有权柄叫他儿女做他要做的事。
And sometimes God will discipline His children.
有时候神会管教他的儿女，
And He will work in a way in which we have no options but obey Him.
他会如此动工，叫你无可选择，只有顺服。
But God does not work in our lives by manipulation or coercion.
但是神不是用强迫或是操纵的方法在我们心中动工
How
而
does
已。
How does He make us walk in His commandments?
他怎么样使我们顺服他的诫命呢？
In verse 26, He gives us a new heart.
26节，他给了我们一个新的心，
And that new heart creates in us a new spirit or a new attitude,
这个新的心会叫我们有一个新的灵或者一个新的心态、
new desires and new affections.
新的欲望、新的喜好。
And then in verse 27, He
Oh,
says He
27.
puts His spirit within us.
他把他的灵放在我们里面。
That's why Paul says in Romans 8,
所以罗马书第8章，使徒保罗说，
that those who are led of the Spirit are the sons of God.
那些被神的灵引导的，就是神的儿女。
We're talking about a relationship
我们是讲的是一个关系，
of looking to Christ,
仰望基督，
of relying on His power,
靠他的能力，
of relying on what He did for us,
靠着他为我们所
and
成
what
就
He
的，
continues to do.
他继续在我们心中所动的
It
善
is
功。
a personal relationship.
这是一个个人的关系，
It is not a religion.
不是一个宗教而已，
It is not about
不
principles.
是什么原则啊，
It's about a person.
而是有关一位主，
It's not about just following rules.
不是遵守教条教规，
It's about following a person.
而是跟随一个
And that
主。
person transforms us.
这个主会改变我们，这位主。
And then he says in verse 28,
好，28节，
And you will live in the land that I gave to your forefathers, so you will be my people, and I will be your God.
你必住在我所赐给你们列祖之地，你们要成为我的子民，我要做你们的神。
This has been the heart of God since the garden.
这是神的心意，自从伊甸园，神的心意没有
When
改
he
变。
called the nation of Israel,
当他呼召以色列这个国度，
he said,
他说，
I will be your God, and you will be my people.
我要做你们的神，你们要做我的民。
But Israel rebelled,
但是以色列反叛，
and that was not fulfilled.
所以神的应许似乎没有应验。
And you say, well, how do we know that we're not going to rebel and it's going to be lost with us also?
你说，那对我们来说呢？你怎么知道我们不会反叛，我们也会失落呢？
If you understand the history of the nation of Israel,
如果你明白以色列的历史，
you understand that they were primarily a physical nation.
你要知道他们主要的是一个国度，物质的国度，有肉体的国度，
Just like the Italians or the
就
Chinese or
像
the
中国
Japanese,
人、意大利人、日本人等等一个国度。
God brought out of Egypt a physical nation.
神从以色列带出一个有形有体的国，
Most of them did not have the faith of Abraham.
他们大多人都没有亚伯拉罕的信心，
Most of them had not been regenerated by the Spirit of
大多
God.
数都没有被神的灵重生，
They were just a physical
他们
nation.
不过是一个有形有体的国度而已，国
And
家。
within that physical nation,
在那个国家里面，
there was a small remnant of people
其中有一群很小的渔民，
who actually knew God.
他们真正认识神。
But in the New Testament,
但在新约里面，
under the New Covenant,
在这个新约里，
the church is not that way.
教会不是如此。
The church is not just a physical group of people.
教会不是一个有形有体的一个组织而已。
Everyone who is truly in the church
每个人真正在教会里的人，
has the faith of Abraham,
都有亚伯拉罕的信心。
has been regenerated by the
我
Spirit
们
of
被
God,
圣灵重生了，
is truly a child of God.
是真正神的儿女。
Let's go to Jeremiah for just a moment.
我们到耶利米书看一看。
Jeremiah 31.
31章，耶利米书31章，
Chapter 31, verse 31.
31节，31。
This is an Old Testament prophecy about what God's going to do through the Messiah.
这是旧约的预言，有关神会如何借着弥赛亚做的事。
This is repeated in Hebrews chapter 8
在希伯来书第8章，这也重复了，引用了，
as fulfilled in Jesus Christ.
在耶稣基督上得到了应验。
It's the longest quoted passage of the Old Testament in the New Testament.
这是新约里头引用旧约圣经最长的一段。
He said, Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
这里说耶和华说：“日子将到，我要与以色列家与犹大家另立新约。”
Now, the old covenant was made in Mount Sinai.
这旧约是在西乃山上所签立的。
A physical nation of Israel was giving a set of laws.
这个有形有体的国度，神给了他们一些律法规条，
And that's all.
仅此而已。
But he says the new covenant's going to be different.
这里说到新约不同，不像旧约。
In verse 32,
32节，
Not like the covenant which I made with their fathers in the day I took them out of the land, took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, my covenant which they broke, although I was a husband to them, declares the Lord.
不像我拉着他们的祖宗的手，领他们出埃及地的时候，与他们所立的约，不像那个约。我虽做他们的丈夫，他们却背了我的约。这是耶和华说的。
So in the church, God is saying He's going to do something completely new.
所以在教会里头，神说我要做一件新事。
When Jesus came,
当耶稣来了，
Remember the night of the Lord's Supper.
记得那最后的晚餐那一晚，
Remember he took the cup?
他拿起杯来，
He said something very powerful.
他说了很有力的话，
It's very hard for us to understand.
我们很难理解。
He said, This is
他
the
说
cup
这是我的杯
of what?
所怎么样
The new covenant.
立的新约。
Those apostles were probably sitting around, began to tremble.
那些使徒可能坐在那儿都在颤抖，
Maybe they said something like this.
可能他们自己说，
Did he just say what we thought we heard him say?
他真是说我们想他说的那个话吗？他真说了吗？
The thing that we've been waiting for since the prophet Jeremiah?
我们自从耶利米以来，先知我们等候的这个事吗？
Is he saying that it is fulfilled
他是不是说那个新约来了，应验了，
in him?
在他里
That
面
the
应验
new
了，
covenant is going to begin?
这个新约就要开始了。
What was the old covenant like?
旧约是什么样的？
A physical nation
是一个有形有体的国度，
with hearts as hard as a stone,
这些心就像石头一样的硬的人，
who were given the law of God
神把他的律法赐给他们，
on tablets of stone.
在一个石板上赐给他们。
And the Apostle Paul tells us in his wonderful argument in Romans
使徒保罗在罗马书的美好的辩论里头这么说的：
that although that law was good and holy,
虽然他的律法是好的，是良善的，
it did not have power to make the people holy,
但是没有能力使百姓也成为圣洁。
but it actually increased sin.
那个律法反而使他们犯罪更多，
Because the more the law was pressed upon that unregenerate people,
因为律法越加在那些没有重生得救的人身上，
the more they fought against it.
这些人就越反叛律法。
But he says the new covenant's going to be different.
但他说那个新约不像旧约。
Verse 33.
33节，
But this is the covenant which I will make with the house of Israel after those days, declares the Lord. I will put my law within them, and on their heart I will write it, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
耶和华说：那些日子以后，我与以色列家所立的约乃是这样，我要将我的律法放在他们里面，写在他们心上，我要做他们的神，他们要做我的子
So
民。
in the new people of God,
所以在神的新的百姓当
in
中，
the church,
在教会里，
made up of Italians
其中有意大利人、
and Chinese
中国人、
and Jews
犹太人，
and Germans
还有德国人，
and fellows from Indonesia
从印度西亚来的人，
and those from Zambia,
从非洲来的人，
people from all over the world.
全世界的人，
He would create a new people.
他会造一群新人，
He would break down the barriers.
他会使他们中间的隔膜除掉，
He would give them a new heart of flesh
他会给他们一个新的肉心
that，would respond to him.
那个肉心有感觉的可以回应他，
He would write his law on their very hearts.
他会把他的律法写在他们的心板上，
It wouldn't be an external tablet of stone,
不是外面的石板上的法律，
but it would literally be written on their heart.
他会真正的写在他们的心上，
And he would give his spirit to guide them.
他也会把他的灵赐给他们来引导他们。
And what would happen?
会发生什么事？
Look what it says
我们看看
in verse 34.
34节。
They will not teach again each man his neighbor and each man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they will all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, declares the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and their sin I will remember no more.
他们个人不再教导自己的邻舍和自己的弟兄，说你该认识耶和华，因为他们从最小到至大都必认识我。我要赦免他们的罪孽，不再纪念他们的罪恶。这是耶和华说的。
Joel talks that in the new covenant, the prophet Joel says that God would pour out his spirit on all flesh.
约珥先知在新约里头也这么引用了，说神会把他的灵浇灌在所有有血气的人身上。
Pour out his spirit on every person who believed in Christ.
他要把他的灵浇灌在所有相信耶稣基督的人身
He
上。
said that the young men would see visions,
他说
dream dreams.
年轻人会看到异象，年老的会做梦。
Now that's not what the charismatics think it means.
这不是灵恩派的解释啊
It，means there would be a great knowledge of God among even the most common people.
这意思说，就算最普通的信徒，在他们心中也会有认识神的
And that's happened.
知识。这个发生了。
I can go up into the jungles of Peru.
我可以到 秘鲁的丛林里头，
and speak with some of the Christians in the most remote tribes.
到那些最遥远的土族部落跟他们讲话，
And they have more knowledge of Christ
他们对基督的认识
and of God
和神的认识，
than some of the greatest believers in the Old Testament.
超过旧约的最伟大的圣徒。
They know who the Messiah is.
他们知道基督弥赛亚是谁，
They understand what he did on the cross.
他们明白他在十字架上做了什么，成了什么，
They follow him.
他们跟随他。
This has been fulfilled.
这已经应验了，
It's absolutely spectacular.
这简直叫人惊讶。
Now, here's another thing we need to look at, though.
这我们需要再看，
Look at the ignorance of God in Western evangelicalism.
你看在西方的福音派当中对神的无知，
People who say they're Christians
这些人说自己是基督徒，
have no knowledge of God,
对神根本就不认识，
no knowledge of doctrinal truth,
教义也不认识，
no knowledge of the fear of the Lord.
也不认识敬畏神的心，
It's because
因为
they're not Christian.
他们根本就不是基督徒。
You take even the most humble Christian that cannot even read,
你甚至拿一个最简单的，不能文盲基督徒，
but they've truly been born
但
again.
他们真正重生得救了，
They will understand Jesus.
他们会了解基督，
They will understand the cross.
了解十字架。
And sometimes God has used maids who could not even read
神有时候会用那些小女孩，根本不能读书的小女孩，
to win great and powerful men to the Lord.
把那些世上很有影响力的人带到基督面前，
Or a poor immigrant gardener from Mexico
或者一个可怜的从墨西哥来的一个很穷的照顾园子的园丁，
comes and works for a rich man in the United States, a powerful businessman,
为一个美国的很有名的很有钱的事业家，
and ends up counseling him about God.
最后辅导那个有钱人。
And the powerful intellectual businessman becomes a Christian because of this little gardener.
因着这个小小的园丁，这个很有权势的businessman，商人变成个基督徒，
This is God.
这是神的作为，
This is what God has done.
这是神所做的，
And it's absolutely marvelous.
简直叫人惊叹
Now,。look over, we don't have much time. Look over in
我
chapter
没有很多时
32.
间，我们在32章
Chapter 32.
，32章耶利米
Look at verse 38.
38节，
They shall be my people, and I will be their
他
God.
们要做我的子民，我要做他们的神，
And I will give them one heart and one way,
我要使他们彼此同心同道，
that they may fear me always,
好像永远敬畏我，
for their own good and for the good of their children after them.
使他们和他们后世的子孙的福乐。
Now look at this. I'll give them one heart and one way.
这里说到，我要使他们同心同道。
Remember what Jesus prayed?
记得耶稣怎么祷告的吗？
Father, that they might be one,
父啊，使他们合而为一，
that this new covenant promise might be fulfilled in them.
这个新约的应许在他们身上可以得到
And you
应
say,
验。
well, Brother Paul, that shows that it's failed.
保罗弟兄啊，这个很明显的，神的应许没有实现嘛。
I mean, Christians are so divided, it's unbelievable.
你看基督徒现在相咬相吞，这是难以置信的，打来打去的。
No, they're not.
不，神的应许没有失落，落空。
You're wrong.
你错了，
Christians are not divided.
基督徒并非分裂的。
I'm tired of people saying that.
我很讨厌人家在说这样的话，
It's not true.
不对。
First of all, you need to realize this.
第一，你要明白，
There are divisions within evangelicalism.
在福音派，所谓福音派里头有分裂，是
There's divisions among all the people who confess Christ.
在那些自称为基督人当中是有一些分裂。
But not everybody who confesses Christ is a Christian.
但是不是每一个自称是基督徒人就是真基督徒。
Secondly, the Apostle Paul told the church in Corinth
使徒保罗告诉哥林多教会的信徒说，
that divisions among the people who confess Christ are necessary.
在神的百姓当中的分裂分离是必须的。
As a matter of fact,
其实
God uses false prophets
神利用假先知
And he uses division to protect his people.
他也利用分裂来保护他的百姓。
As a church starts,
当教会开始了，
some people are genuinely converted
有些人是真正重生得救，
and really belong to the church.
真正属于教会；
Other people have come to church for different reasons,
还有些人为了不同的原因来教会，
very wicked reasons even.
甚至很可怕的动机。
Jesus talked about the wheat and the tares.
耶稣讲到麦子跟稗子，
Say a man comes to this church,
比如有个人来到这个教会，
not because of Christ,
不是为了基督，
but because, he hopes to make money.
也许他来这儿想要赚钱做生意，
He wants other things.
他要其他的东西，
His God is his stomach.
他的神就是他自己的肚
If
子。
he stays in this church, what's going to happen?
如果他继续在这教会待下去，
He's
会
gonna hurt
发生什么事情？
He's going to hurt the people of God.
他会伤害神的百姓。
So what does God do?
那神会怎么做呢？
He allows false prophets to rise up
他允许假先知起来，
who preach about prosperity
他教导成功神学，
and health and wealth
成功发达富足，
and getting your best life now
你现在就可以享乐享
and all
受
those kind of
那
things.
些乱七八糟的东西。
And so what happens?
那发生什么事？
When they begin preaching all this prosperity and health and wealth
当他们教导成功神学、健康富足，
and promising American materialism to everyone who believes,
而且应许凡是相信的都可以得到美国梦的实现。
the false believers come out of the church and go there.
这些假信徒就会起来跟随他，
He uses false prophets to separate people from his flock.
他就借着假先知使他的百姓分离出去。
But when
假的。
true Christians get together,
但是当真基督徒聚在一块儿的时候，
there is immediate unity.
有立刻的同心同道。
Even if they have disagreements in some non-essentials of doctrine,
即便他们有一些在次要的事上的不同，
their love for one another will overcome all those differences.
他们彼此相爱的心可以克服那些不同，
It happens all the time.
总是这样发生这样的事。
I have known this man for 2 days.
我们认识2天，
But I can tell you, if someone walked in right now and tried to shoot him, I would jump in front of the gun.
I will jump off you 如果有人进来要杀他，我会站在前面。
Immediately there was love.
马上我们就有爱。
I'll only have to sit down with some of you for a few minutes,
我只要坐下来跟你谈几分钟，
and we will love one
我们会
another.
彼此相爱。
Years ago in Peru,
在很多年前，在
during
秘鲁，
the war,
在那个战争当中，
there was a Maoist movement in Peru
有一个很恶毒的运动，
called the Shining Path,
叫做闪光道。
and they killed thousands and thousands of Peruvians.
他们杀了成千上万的秘鲁
They
人，
almost overtook the government.
他们差一点把政府都推翻了，
They killed many Christians.
也杀了很多基督徒。
And I was a missionary at that
那
time.
个时候我是个宣道士，
And I wanted to be the Apostle Paul of the Andes.
我要成为那个安第山的使徒保罗。
I just wanted to serve Christ. I was single. I was a crazy man.
我那时候才单身，而且我疯狂，我要为主奉献。
There was a section of the high jungle
在丛林的一个段落，一个地方，
where the believers were being persecuted,
有一些信徒受逼迫，
and no one would go help them.
没有人去帮助他。
And I was in the lower jungle,
我在下面的丛林中，
and I got word that they were really struggling.
我听说他们正在挣扎受苦，
So I sat on the side of the road,
我就坐在路旁边。
and I said, Lord, if I go up there, I'll be killed.
主啊，我上去，我肯定会被杀掉，
Because the Maoists own that
因为
area.
那是一群那些反动分子的地方，
And so I did something really spiritual.
所以我是做了一件很属灵的事。
I pulled out a coin,
我拿出一个铜板儿，
and I said, Lord, I'm going to flip this coin 3 times.
主啊，我给你3次机会，
And if it lands on heads all 3
如果
times,
3次都是头的话，
it means that I need to go up there.
我就需要往上去了。
So I flipped it 3
我
times,
就弹3次
heads 3 times.
，3次头，大头3次，
So I jumped in the back of a old truck carrying grain.
所以我就跳到一个带稻米的一个车上，
And they covered me up with a black tarp.
他们就用黑色的胶布把我盖起来。
And I traveled 24 hours laying in the rice.
我在那个大米当中24小时躺在，
And
我躲在里面。
And at midnight, I jumped out of the truck
3更半夜，我又从那个车上跳下来，
by this little dirt floor restaurant up in the jungle.
在森林里头一个就是泥土的一个小餐厅。
And I slept the night in the back.
我在晚上在那睡觉，
And then my friend Paco and I began to climb up the mountain.
我跟我的朋友 Paco 就一起爬上山。
At night, we were lost,
晚上我们就是迷失路了，
and I was scared.
我害怕。
And we heard a bell,
我们听到一个铃声，
and so we followed it.
我们就继续跟
It
随。
was a little boy coming back with his burro, with his donkey.
一个小男孩带着他的小驴驹上山，
We followed him into a village,
我们就跟着他到了一个小村庄，
very primitive.
一个非常原始落后的地方。
And we didn't know whether we should enter the village.
我们不知道我们应不应该进到那个村落。
If the Maoists owned it, we'd be killed.
如果那些游击队占领它，我们就完了。
But we couldn't stay in the jungle.
但是我们不能够留在丛林里，
So we went ahead and we went to the first door.
所以我们就往前冲到第一个门口，
It was a mud hut
是一个泥的小屋子，
cut into the side of the hill
是山旁边挖出来的，
with a clay basement.
下面就是泥巴的
And I knocked on
地
the
下室
door,。
我就敲门，
and a few minutes later, the
几个
door
分钟之
opened,
后门打开，
and a very little woman was standing there,
一个
old woman.
小的老妇人站在门口，
And she was terrified.
她害怕的半死。
And I said,
我说
Soy hermano, I'm a
Hello.
brother.
我是一个弟兄 ，Hello，
Can you help me?
你能帮助我吗？
And she grabbed me by the jacket.
他就抓着我的夹克，
And she grabbed my friend Paco by the jacket.
他也抓着我的朋友
She
的夹
pulled
克，
us in the
把
house.
我们两个拉进去。
She said, You should not be here.
他说你不该来这儿，
Very dangerous.
非常危险。
And she put me down in the
他
basement.
就把我放在，
And I was laying there on
地下室。
some corn shocks that they had.
我就躺在那些糠皮上面。
And she called a little boy.
他就叫小孩来，
And she said, Go, 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 go.
赶快去。
So he went to all the other believers
他就到其他
in
的
the village.
村子里所有的信徒那儿，
About a half an hour later, they came,
大概半个小时之后，他们都来了，
and the chicken,
鸡也来了，
and we killed it,
我们杀了鸡，
and some potatoes,
还有土豆，
and they kept us there all night.
他们整晚上叫我们在那
Now,
儿。
they were Nazarenes.
这些人是拿撒勒，就是卫斯理派的，
I am Reformed Baptist.
我是归正浸信会的。
There were some things we could have disagreed on.
有一些事情我们不能够同意。
That night, none of them mattered.
那天晚上这些都不重要，
I was risking my life for them,
我为他们冒我生命的危险，
and they were risking their life for me.
他们也为了我冒他们生
And the
命。
fellowship
我们之间的
inside that little dirt basement
在那个小小的泥土的地下室里的相交，
was some of the most beautiful fellowship I've ever known.
是我所知道的最美妙的主里的相交。
When real Christians come together,
当真正的基督徒碰头，
they are one.
他们是同心
They
同
will
道，
die for one another.
他们会彼此舍命，
They will serve one another.
他们会彼此服侍，
This has happened.
已经实现了，
Do
应
you
验了。
love the brethren?
你爱弟兄吗？
Do you love Christians?
你爱基督徒吗？
Do you care for them?
你关心他们吗？
Do you serve them?
你服侍他们吗？
We're one.
我们同心
Look what else
同道
it says.
还说什么呢？
I will give them one heart and one way that they may fear me always.
我使他们彼此同心同道，好叫他们永远敬畏我。
He will teach us to fear him.
他会教导我们敬畏他，
He will teach us to honor him and reverence him.
他会教导我们尊重他、荣耀他。
Is he teaching you that?
他是不是教你敬畏他的心呢？
Or is your Christianity just really superficial?
或者你的基督教很肤浅，
You can laugh about the things of God.
你可以嘲笑神的事儿，
You don't take sin seriously.
你不把罪当回事儿，
You don't fear God.
你也不敬畏神。
If you're that way, be afraid.
如果你是如此的话，你要真正害怕，
Because he said that they may fear me always for their own good and for the good of their children after them.
因为他说，好叫他们永远敬畏，使他们和他们后世的子孙得福乐。
That doesn't mean that he will save our children.
这意思不是说他一定会救我们的儿女，
What it means is this.
意思是
The children of a true believer
真正信徒的儿女
are very, very blessed.
非常的蒙福。
If it's a true believer.
如果是真信徒啊，
Children of false converts
如果是假信徒的儿女呢，
suffer greatly because of the hypocrisy of their parents.
因着他们父母的假冒为善，会受苦受难。
But when a child is able to see a true father who's a man of God,
当一个孩子看到他的爸爸是一个真正的基督徒，
who loves God with all his heart,
他全心全意的爱神，
who loves his wife with all his heart,
也全心的爱他妻子，
who sacrifices himself for his children,
他为他的儿女牺牲自己，
and teaches them the scriptures,
教导他们神的话语，
it is for the good of that child.
是为那个儿女的福乐和益处。
Those of you who are Christians here,
你们当中真正的基督徒，
and you are parents,
你如果是父母，
be very careful.
小心哦，
Because the American church does more harm to the family than it does good.
因为美国教会对家庭所产生的坏处多过益处。
If you were given children,
如果神给了你儿女，
it's your responsibility to raise them.
是你的责任教养儿
It's
女，
your responsibility to teach them the scriptures.
你的责任教他们圣经，
It's your responsibility to disciple them.
你的责任培训他们做小门徒。
But what happens here?
那今天美国发生什么事？
Parents turn over all their responsibilities to others.
父母亲把责任都交给别人，
You turn your children over to a public school system
你把你的儿女交给公立学校，
that teaches them everything against what the Bible says.
教他们一切反对圣经的东西。
You turn them over to Sunday school
你
teachers.
交给他们主日学老师，把儿女交给他们，
You turn them over to youth ministers.
交给年轻人的带领人。
But you yourself as a parent, you do not obey God.
但是你身为父母，你没有顺服神。
The primary teacher of the children in the household is the father.
你知道，儿女的最主要的导师是他的爸爸，他们的爸爸。
I'm not saying that you can't have Sunday school or
我不是说
youth,
你不能够有年轻人的年轻人组织啊，或者是主日学。
but if you're a Christian and you're a father,
但如果你是基督徒，你是个爸爸，
and other people are teaching your family,
其他人取代你在教导你的家庭，
you are violating Ephesians 6,
你违反
4,
了以弗所书第6章，
and Deuteronomy chapter 6.
还有生命记的第6章。
Let's go on.
我们继续，
He says this,
他说，
and this is where we're going to end. This is
我
so
们就会
beautiful.
到此为
He
止
says,
啊。
For I will make an everlasting covenant with them that I will not turn away from them to do them good.
是写我要与他们立永远的约，必随着他们施恩，并不离开他们。
If you have truly believed in Jesus,
如果你真正相信耶稣，
you are truly a child of God.
如果真是神的儿女，
God has made an eternal and an immutable covenant with you.
神跟你立了一个永恒的而且永不改变的约，
He will not turn away from you all the days of your life to do you good.
他一生一世都不会离开你，不会离弃向你施恩。
Two reasons why he does that.
为什么他会那么做呢？随着你向你施
One,
恩。
it's because he is love.
第一，他是爱；
The other is this.
第二，是因为
His reputation depends upon you making it all the way to the end.
他的名誉在乎你是否坚持到底。
Remember why he saved you?
记得为什么他拯救你？
To demonstrate his power,
要彰显他的能力，
that he can do it.
他可以如
So
此
he's
做，
not going to fail in it.
所以他不会失败的。
Remember when Israel came out of Egypt?
记得吗？以色列人从埃及出来的时候，
They committed a horrible crime against God,
他们向神做了很多
and
不
God
好的事
tested，Moses.
神就考验摩西。
He said, Moses, get out of the way.
摩西，走开，走开！
I'm going to kill them,
我要把以色列人给
and
干
I'm going to make a people out of
消
you.
除。我会从你的子孙当中立一个国度。
Listen to what Moses said.
你听摩西说什么？
Lord, you cannot,
主，你不能啊，
because your enemies will say
因为你的仇敌会说，
that although you were powerful enough to bring them out of Egypt,
虽然你有能力把他们从埃及领出来，
you were not powerful enough to bring them into their own land.
你没有能力把他们带入应许地。
What do people say today?
今天人怎么说？
Because of the way Christianity is done in America.
因为西方的基督教所造成的后果。
All these Christians say they believe in Jesus,
他们说，哎，这些基督徒他们信耶稣，
but they're just like everybody else.
跟别人没两样啊，
They don't look any different.
他们看起来没什么两样
They're，even worse.
比世界更糟糕。
Now, they're not looking at true Christians. They're looking at false Christians inside the church.
不，他们看的不是真基督徒，他们看是在教会里的假基督徒。
But the point is, they're saying, well, God says He can save them from hell, but He can't change their life.
其实他们在说的是，神只能够把他们从地狱里头拯救出来，但是不能够保守他们 一生一世到永远。
That's not true.
不是如此。
God saved us to show two things.
神拯救我们要彰显2件事，
He can not only take away our sin positionally,
他不仅仅在地位上可以把我们的罪给除掉，
He can change us in real time. He can change our lives.
他可以在真正的生命中改变我们。
He's made an everlasting covenant.
他跟我们立了永约，
His reputation is riding on the fulfillment of that covenant.
他的信誉关乎他的信誉是否他能够成就他所应许的约。
Everyone that He foreknew before the creation of the world,
在创世之前，他所预知的人，
He has called.
他也呼召了。
And everyone He has called, He has justified.
凡是他所呼召的，他也称他们为义。
And everyone He has justified, He works in to sanctify.
凡是他称义的人，他也在他们心中动工，好像可以成圣。
Everyone He sanctifies, He will one day glorify.
凡是他成圣的人，有一天他会使他们得荣耀，
To prove the power of His word and His strength.
来证明他的应许的能力和他的能力。
If you can get this next thing, it's going to be really good.
好，如果你能够明白下面一点，就很好
Look
了。
what it says.
看他怎么说的。
I will make an everlasting covenant with them that I will not turn away from them to do them good.
我要与他们立永远的约，必随着他们施恩，不离
Now,
开他
the
们。
false convert reads this,
你说假信徒看到这个，
and he says, Man, I believe in Jesus.
哦，我当然信耶稣喽。他们说，
Yeah, I know I live like the devil,
我知道我的生活像魔鬼一样，
but God's made an everlasting covenant with me. He'll never turn away from me.
但神跟我立了永约，他永远不会离弃我
So I'm saved.
所以我很平安。
I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
我不要担心我，我一帆风顺，我平安。
He needs to read the second part.
他需要继续读下去。
He says,
他说
I will make an everlasting covenant with them that I will not turn away from them to do them good.
：“OK， 我要与他们立永远的约，并随着他们施恩，并不离开他们。
And
然后
I will put the fear of me in their hearts so that they will not turn away from me.
且使他们有敬畏我的心，不离开我。”
How do you know that God's made an everlasting covenant with you?
你怎么知道神跟你立了永约呢？
There's only one way.
只有一个方法，
He's put His fear in your heart and you cannot turn away from Him.
他会把敬畏他的心放在你里面，你不会离开他。
But if you have no fear of God in your
如果
heart
你心头没有敬畏神的心，
and you can turn away from Him,
你可以离开他的话，
He's not made an everlasting covenant with you.
他就没有跟你立永约。
See, He's worked this thing out on both
你
sides.
看这两方面他都做了。
He says, Look, I am not going to fail.
他说我不会失败的，放心，
I am not going to turn away from you.
我不会离弃你们，
I'm going to do everything I said I was going to do.
我所应许的我都会实现，
And I am going to put my fear in your
而
heart
且我会把我的敬畏我的心放在你里
so
面，
that you will not turn away from
所以
me.
你也不会离开我。
Does that describe you?
这是否形容你呢？
You know, sometimes it's very hard to be a Christian.
有时候做基督徒很难，
And sometimes you just want to quit.
有时候你要放弃，
And you can't
但是你放弃不了，
because you know you have nowhere else to go.
因为你走投无路，
You can't bear thinking about being separated from Christ.
你不能容忍与基督分离，受不了。
If it depended upon other Christians, you could leave.
如果靠其他基督徒，你就可以离开了。
If it depended upon just apparent works of providence, you could leave.
如果仅仅是靠好像是神迹奇事，神的你也可以离开。
But the true Christian cannot bear thinking about being parted from Christ
但是真正的基督徒无法容忍与基督隔绝，
or turning away from God.
或者离开神、离弃神，不可能。
Now look at this last verse, 41.
再看41节，
I will rejoice over them to do them good.
我必要欢喜施恩于他们。
Now, do you know what he's saying?
你知道他说的什么？
This is language of a bridegroom.
这是一个新郎在说话。
I will rejoice over them.
我必欢喜快乐，因他们欢喜快乐。
It's the joy of a man on his honeymoon.
这是一个在过蜜月的
So
新郎的喜
full
乐，
of joy.
充满了喜乐，不亦
So
乐乎，
full of love.
充满了爱。
He's saying, I will be ecstatically happy to do them good.
我会狂欢的，我会欢喜快乐不得了的，要施恩于他们。
God is not up there going, well, I'll help you if I have to.
神不是在那儿说，哎呦，如果我必须的话，我就帮帮你吧。
He rejoices to do us good.
他说我必欢喜施恩于你们。
You're saying, then why doesn't he give me $1 million?
那为什么不给我100万块钱啊？
You need to understand what good is.
你要明白所谓的好处是什么。
What is good according to Romans 8:28 through 30?
根据罗马书第8章28节到30节，好是什么？
The
益处
great good of God
最大的益处、好处
is that your character be conformed to the image of Christ,
是你我的品德效法耶稣基督的模样，
so that your glory in heaven will be great.
好叫你在天上的荣耀是大。
Do you have the same idea of good that God has?
你是否有神一样的好的概念呢？
God's greatest good for us is that we be changed and transformed into the image of Christ.
神对我们最大的益处、好处是我们改变、效法基督的样式，
And he will spare no expense to do it.
而且他会不惜代价达到他的目的。
The only question is, do you want what God wants?
唯一的问题是你愿不愿意寻求神的旨意，要他的旨意成就在你身上。
He says, I will rejoice over them to do them good.
他说我必欢喜施恩于他们。
And look at this, and I will faithfully plant them in this land.
要尽心尽意的、诚诚实实的将他们栽于此地。
With all my heart and with all my soul.
我要尽心尽意。
This language is not used anywhere else in the Bible for God.
这圣经里头别的地方从来没有用在神身上这样的言语。
He is speaking using human terms,
他是用人的语言呐、
but it's an amazing thing.
这是一件叫人惊讶的事。
When the Bible speaks of heart and soul with regard to a man,
当圣经讲到人的心跟意尽
it
心尽
means that
意，
he will do something with all that he is.
意思是他会竭尽全力去做。
He will employ everything he is as a man to make sure
他
it's
身为一个
accomplished.
人会全力以赴，会做到他所
When
应许。
God says this,
但是当神那么说的时候，
he's saying that he will employ the full power and wisdom of all his deity
他说他会用上他神性的一切的能力和智慧来成就他的应许，
to make sure that everything he planned for you comes out just as he planned it.
来肯定他为你所做的计划必定成全。
You will one day stand before him in great glory.
有一天，你我会站在他面前，毫无瑕疵，在荣耀里，
Because of what he has done for you.
因为他为我们所成就的。
And no one will be boasting about what they did for God.
那天谁都不能夸口我为神干了什么，
Everyone will be boasting about what God did for them.
每个人都会因着神为我们所成就的而荣耀他。
It won't be you won't walk up to a famous missionary
你
in
不会
heaven
你不会到天上到一个有名的宣教士面前，
and say, tell me all the great things you did for God.
哦，告诉我你为神成就的大事。
But you'll go up to him and say this,
你会到他面前，你会说，
tell me all the great things that God did for you.
告诉我神为你所成就的
That'll be
大
the
事。
only language of heaven.
那是天上唯独的语言，
Not one person who is there will have earned being there.
没有一个人是因着自己的努力而赚取进天堂的权利。
That is why salvation is of the Lord.
所以救恩是出于耶和华的。
If you do not know Christ,
如果你不认识基督，
trust in Christ.
现在就信靠他，
Recognize your total inability to save yourself
承认你完全无能自救，
and trust in Christ.
信靠基
For
督。
God so loved the world
因为神爱世人，
that he gave his only Son,
甚至将他独生子赐给他们，
that whoever believes in him should not perish,
叫一切信靠他的
but
不至
have
灭亡，
everlasting life.
反得永生。
He who has the Son has life.
有神儿子的有生命，
He who has not the Son of God has not
没
life.
有生儿子的没有生命。
There is one God
只有一位神，
and one mediator between God and man,
神跟人中间就一位中保，
the man Christ Jesus,
就是 耶稣基督。
He is the way, the truth, and the life.
他是道路、真理、生命。
No one comes to the Father except through him.
不借着他，没有人到父那儿去。
There is no other name
天下人间没有赐下别的
under
名，
heaven
赐下别的名。
given to men
人可以靠着天下人间没有赐下别的名，
whereby we might be
我
saved.
们可以靠着得救的，
Jesus Christ.
唯独基督，
Jesus Christ.
基督，基督。
Run to him.
分享
Trust
他
him.，
信靠他。
If you're not a Christian
如果你还不是个基督徒，
and you're wondering about all these things that I'm saying,
你还怀疑我讲的这些话，
I would ask you to get a good translation of the New Testament.
我会请你找一个很好的圣经的新约的翻译，
I beg you to do this
请你
and read through the Gospels.
读四福音。
If you don't believe what I'm saying,
如果你不信我说的，
just do this one thing.
就做这件事，
Read through the Gospels on your own.
你自己读新约圣经的四福音。
You may be sitting here and you're an older person.
也许你坐在这儿，你是个年纪不小的人，
Maybe you're an older man
或者一个老人，
and you've worked hard all your life.
你一辈子辛辛苦苦，
You've tried to be a noble man.
你要做一个正直的人、好
You've
人。
raised a family.
你抚养你的家庭长大，
But maybe you haven't thought much about Christ.
也许你从来没有多想到基督的事儿，
You're not the kind of person who just accepts what everybody says.
你不会轻易的、盲目的随从别人说的话。
I beg you,
我请求你，
it won't take long to do it.
这不用花很多时间，
Read through the Gospels
读四福音，
and say, God,
说神啊，
if this is your son
如果这真是你的儿子，
and this is the way to life,
这是生命之道，
show me.
让我知道，
Go look for it yourself.
寻求他，
Is it not important enough?
这难道不重要吗？
I have all the confidence in the world that His Spirit can lead you.
我深信他的灵会引导你。
There has never been a man on this earth
世上从来没有一个人，
who truly sought God
他真诚的寻求神，
that did not find God.
却寻不见他的。
God says, You seek me,
神说：“寻求我，
you find me.
就必寻见。
Anyone who comes to Him,
任何人到他面前来
He
的，
will not turn them
他
away.
必不弃绝他。”
Let's put it this way.
让我们这么说：
If you are saved, you are saved by the grace of God.
如果你得救了，你是因神的恩典得救；
And if you are lost forever, separated from God,
如果你失落了，跟神永远隔绝了，
it was by your own decision.
这是你自己的选择，
Please don't do that.
请不要这么做。
Seek Christ.
寻求基督，
Let's pray.
祷告。
Father, I pray that you would use this to bless the hearers,
父啊，我求你用你的话来祝福听到的人，
and that, Father, that you would be glorified in their salvation.
愿在他们的救恩中你得着荣耀。
I pray for the Christians that they would walk in holiness and love.
我也为基督徒祷告，好叫他们行在爱中与圣洁中。
I especially pray for the young people,
特别为青年人祷告，
that they would follow Christ
他们会跟随耶稣，
and turn away from the immoralities of this age,
从这个世代的不道德的事中转回。
that they would fear sin,
他们会惧怕犯罪，
that they would hate sin,
他们会恨恶罪恶，
they would walk in purity
他们会在圣洁中
and holiness.
和纯洁中。
I pray for the young men,
我为年轻人祷告，
that they would be men of dignity,
他们会成为有尊严的人，
noble men,
成为高贵的高尚的人，
men of honor,
成为值得尊重的人，
men unstained by the world.
不被这个世界所玷污的人。
I pray for the young ladies that are here,
也为年轻的女孩祷告，
that they would not listen to the lies that are in this country,
他们不会听这个世界上这个国家的谎言，
that they would walk in simplicity
他们会在纯洁中与你同行，
and purity
而且是圣洁中，
and innocence.
是贞洁中。
They would be beautiful before the Lord.
他们会在你的面前、主的面前美丽，
Protect them from evil and evil men.
保守他们不遇见试探和一切的恶事、恶人。
In Jesus' name,
奉耶稣基督的名
amen.
，Amen。
please visit our website at heartcrymissionary.com. There you will find information about the ministry, our purpose, beliefs and methodologies, and extensive information about the missionaries we are privileged to serve.